The following scenario is false, and all characters and problems therein are also false. Hey, Jessica, how are you doing today?
Uh, I'm doing okay. Just kind of really upset about the whole boards test.
Well, what happened?
Well, I went in there, thought I knew everything that I needed to, and I was really pumped and excited. And then I just started getting very nervous. And it was like the more they were looking at me, the more I wasn't able to answer any questions. And I was just stumbling over everything like I had no idea.
Wow, it sounds like you're really upset about it.
Yeah, I mean, I put in all this work and I knew the answers. Just whenever I went to take the test, it was like they wouldn't come out of my mouth.
So really surprising, huh?
Definitely.
Has this happened before?
Um, no, not that I can really think of. No.
Okay. So you were excited going in. It sounds like you were really pumped and high energy going in already.
Yes.
And that totally flipped on you.
Yeah. I mean, because this is the moment I've been waiting for, and then I had to, all through residency, and I have to pass these boards, and it just didn't go how I planned at all.
So how soon is your next one?
I think in about 6 months.
Okay, so you've got time to try and wrestle with that anxiety.
Yeah, I do. I'm just really concerned that the same thing's going to happen again because I don't want to go 6 months preparing and then not be able to say a word when I get there.
And you want to be careful about thinking about it that way because you could condition yourself to get more and more anxious about it, and it might just get worse and worse. So do you want to work on something that might prevent that happening?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
All right, so I've got a process in mind that would involve your imagination, and luckily you've already been through the process, so you know where they are. Probably the same people will be present, and you know the steps where you sign in, you go down the hallway and all that. So that'll really help with modeling different thoughts onto actions later on.
Okay.
All right. So what was the very first step when you checked in, or who did you see, where were you, and how are you feeling?
Well, I had to, like you said, check in, had to write my name on the list. I was feeling kind of excited, just a little bit nervous at this point as I had just got there.
Okay. And then how long did you have to wait before going in? What was that like?
The wait was probably about 5 to 10 minutes, but it seemed like the longer I sat there, the more my heart was just starting to pound and I started to get more and more nervous.
Okay. Were you waiting alone?
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened when you went in?
Well, I went in, I opened the door, and I just saw everyone just sitting there looking at me. That made me feel even more nervous, like this day is just waiting on my answers. And I walked to my seat and sat down.
Okay. And then after that, it sounds like things didn't go too well.
No, they started with the first question, and I did okay on that, but then it was just like the more time went by, the more I was just tripping over my words, and I wasn't able to get things out the way I wanted them to. It just wasn't making sense.
Sounds like your nerves really got a hold of you.
Yes, a lot. My hands were really shaky, and I started to get really hot as I was sitting there, and my face felt flushed.
Okay. So what we're going to do, and hopefully this will really, really help, is we're going to start all the way at the beginning and imagine what it would be like perfect. If everything had gone just according to plan, aced it, if this was your dream day, how would it go?
Okay.
So starting off, you said you were excited and nervous when you came up to that sign-in table. If it was the perfect day, do you still be excited and nervous?
And I think I would be excited, but I think I would be more calm.
Okay. So how would you be excited and calm?
I mean, I think I would feel more relaxed. Is that what you mean?
Okay, so excited about the day, but calm about your capabilities, perhaps?
Yeah, I would feel prepared, like I was gonna give good answers.
Okay. And you said previously that you had prepared long and hard for these, so that should be something that you can really focus on, is you do know your stuff.
Right.
Okay, so in the perfect world, you'd be excited, prepared, and calm. Okay. And then what would happen next? It sounds like you were waiting alone. And you just got more and more anxious there. Okay. So in the perfect world, what would be happening in that time where you're waiting alone?
I think I would maybe be reviewing some of the information, kind of telling myself that I do know the answers, and so there's not really much to worry about.
Okay. So reinforcing your self-confidence.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you walked in, what was it about seeing the board members that made you nervous?
It made me nervous because I knew that they were all there to judge my knowledge and what I was going to say, and I didn't feel as confident.
Okay. Well, is there anything that you could think of or do ahead of time that might change how you react when you see these people? Are you allowed to speak to them outside of your board questions?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure that's something I could look into, maybe getting to know them or introducing myself to them.
Okay. And now that you know who they are,
Yeah.
maybe if you do a little bit of research into what their specialties are, you'll see that they're people too. And they probably get nervous, and they went through the boards just like you are. And so if we can work ahead and think ahead, then next time you see them, it'll be that perfect day, and you won't be so nervous seeing 3 people.
Right.
Okay. So if it were a perfect day, how would you react, or how would you feel when you see them?
I think I would feel more confident and, walk in there proud. And during the questioning, I think that I would be more clear and concise with my answers.
Okay. And do you think that when you were done in a perfect world, how would you feel? Previously, you had shaky hands, you were feeling flushed and hot.
I think I would feel excited, happy, glad to have it over with. I would feel accomplished and just feel great about the situation overall.
Okay, good. So I've written these down for you. I'll give you a copy.
Okay.
And here it says that instead of being excited and nervous when you first go in, this next time, you're going to be excited, prepared, and calm.
Okay.
Right? And then when you're sitting alone in that room, instead of letting yourself get anxious, it's going to be the perfect day this next time you take your board. And you're going to be reviewing and reminding yourself how prepared you are, and making yourself feel more confident and comfortable.
Okay.
And then when you go in and you actually take your board and you're answering questions, you're going to feel confident and proud because you're going to be clear and concise because you're prepared, right? Which will lead to a feeling of excitement and accomplishment at the very end. If you can think about the boards this way in the months leading up to your next board,
Mhm.
it'll be a lot more beneficial than if you reflect on what may have gone wrong in this last one.
Okay.
And if you let your nerves continue to overrule the narrative leading forward, you're just going to get more and more nervous. But you are prepared, and you've been a resident here, and people know how accomplished you are, and you know your stuff. And if you focus on that moving forward, you will be more confident, and you will be more prepared going into the next one.
Okay.
So do you want to walk me again through what the perfect day would look like? In your own.
Well, the perfect day I think would be like I would get there. I would feel prepared and calm, knowing that I'm going to do well and give good answers. When I walk in there, I'm going to feel confident and already have a sense of what's going to happen. Feel prepared because I do know the information, and I will be able to relay the information that I know, and I think that I will feel good about it.
Well, you already sound more positive about the next boards than you did coming in the door.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you think you can keep this up, great. If you'll, of course, feel free to pop in and see me.
Okay.
But I think you're really going to go far moving forward. It sounds like it's already helped you out a little bit.
Yeah. I'm kind of nervous still, some, but I think I'm willing to keep practicing this, because I'm definitely want to give it a try. I don't want to be in the same situation that I was before. So, yeah, I will definitely keep going.
If you rehearse it step by step, saying, all right, first I come in and I sign in. Second, I sit alone. Third, I take the boards. Fourth, I feel a certain way afterwards. If you think about those steps as you go, when the day comes, even if you're a little nervous, you go forward saying, it's sign-in time. I'm going to feel confident.
Okay.
I'm sitting alone. I'm going to feel confident. And having rehearsed the steps in your mind, it'll also be, it's like being in a play, knowing where to stand and what to say. Having that rehearsed in your mind is really going to help how you feel and how you behave in the day.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Well, good luck moving forward, and let me know how they go.
Thank you.
All right.